Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And one of the things that is happening with the Google Android phones, it's less of a problems on Apple. And of course, a couple of questions came through the weekend because somebody saw an article about kind of malware within apps that went through the Google Play Store. So we always say, don't install third-party apps from unknown sources or what we call sideload. We always say go through the App Store. It's the safest way to do so. But on Android, Google has often been kind of, taken for granted some of the security, I would say, because there's a certain number of apps. Actually, there's an article on Bleeping Computer with a certain number of apps that are sending tons of personal data and kind of really not very well. It's pretty much malware ransomware attacks, or it's basically malware that is infiltrated 60 apps that are legally available through the Google Play Store. And so we talk about stores, and here I have the Amazon App Store open from the Android subsystem in Windows 11. So, of course, there's been a few questions coming through of how do I know that an app contains or not malware? And you know what? When you go through an app store, you don't really have that much of a way to know. You have to rely on the fact that the App Store owner, in this case Google, with its Google Play App Store, checks the apps correctly to make sure that nothing bad gets in. And Google has been so-so on this. Apple has been better. That we've got to give them. It's not been zero. There have been a couple of apps that did go through on the Apple iOS store, but it's far and few and apart. Where on Google we hear it very regularly, and now there's 60 apps with total downloads crossing more than 100 million downloads. It's pretty crazy. Like the L Point and L Pay, L dot point, L dot pay, Swipe Brick Swipe Brick Breaker, Money Manager, Expense and Budget. And I mean, with names like that, how do you really know that it's good or bad? Well, you have to rely on the fact that how many downloads and who got it and what are the comments. But even then, the three first apps that I just mentioned are 10 million downloads each, which is kind of crazy because you're thinking about, well, a lot of people downloaded these things, and now you're telling me that these apps contain a way to snoop on me and steal passwords and so on. Yeah. It's kind of difficult. So what can I do, or what can you do if you think that maybe some of the apps that you download you're not sure, is to always update your apps through the Google Play Store. So in the Google Play Store, if you go into the store and you go into your avatar on the Google Play Store, or your account avatar, you will see something called Manage Apps and Devices. When you go there, there will be app updates, and you can click See Recent Updates. And of course, update everything that has updates available. Make sure you update all the time, because once Google gets notified that some apps might not be correct, the updates will either remove the app or will update the app with a fixed version that doesn't snoop on you with the new guidelines. But honestly, it's crazy to think that you might just go on a Google Play Store, innocently download an app that looks interesting to you, and get a possible, malware in it. Honestly, it's scary, because that should not happen, and should happen to the least amount of possibilities. In the next video, I'm going to give you a few tricks on knowing if, by any chance, there could be a malware. It's not a proven 100%, but these are things that you might be looking at for to know if there's a malware or a bad app on your smartphone, especially Android smartphone or tablet. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.